Safaricom has been trending for the past few days, and it's because they've felt the heat and they decided to do something because kuna venye utangojea unyolewe kichwa bila maji. Hata kama utajisukuma upate sabuni upake, by the time utanyolewa maybe utasikia uchungu sana. So the entry of Starlink company in Kenyan market, which is now offering Kenyans one of the best and unmatchable internet service. The speed is one of the best. They have an affordable offer, and it is very easy to set up this gadget, and it can work even in remote areas. It's one of the things that have shocked Safaricom, and I think they felt the need to do something because at the end of the day ukilala utapata mwana si wako, na maybe walikuwa wanadhania Kenyan market ni yao, but this time round they had to do something. So they wrote to CCK, that is Communication Commission of Kenya, asking them to regulate the satellite technology, of which it's a good thing. In this case, I support them, fully support them. Regulations are good, but if they are done in the right way, see at regulation tuanze kusema at you for the company to offer technology services which are using satellite technology, sijui ilipe license ya 3 trillion. Kwani tunatafuta pesa ya budget yetu ya Kenya kutoka kwa those companies? Doesn't work like that. So it's good we have regulation, and I will tell you why in a later, because at the end of the day saizi tunarukaruka tunafurahia there is a new competitor in town, but we might end up jumping from a frying pan to the fire. So this is a tech industry, and I'm in tech industry. I would like to share my thoughts and some of the things that I've learned even from others, because we normally share this kind of content to learn and also share to others, and that's why I normally do this kind of content. Now, one, Starlink company is a company owned by Elon Musk. It's a US company, and it has made its entry here in Kenya. And one thing you need to know is that African continent, we also get investors, but the challenge is that the political class sometimes normally scare away these investors because of corruption and greedy. And lucky enough, we are good. Right now we have a new competitor in town from outside the country, apart from our very own Safaricom. So one thing is that we need to know this guy, Elon Musk, is one of the world richest men in the world. So tukiongea mtu akona utajiri of such magnitude, it's not a joke. We have to trade carefully, otherwise kinaweza turamba. So in this case this is someone who is a go-getter. Ametoka mbali. The first company that he owned was I don't know whether it was the first, but for the past 5 years that I've been following, I learned that he owned PayPal, which he sold. PayPal is a company that offers a payment. It's a payment gateway, so you can transfer money from one person to another all over the world. That is. Then, apart from PayPal, which was one of the companies that he owned but he sold, now he has got the Starlink, and apart from Starlink, we have got others. The latest one which he acquired is Twitter, and one thing you need to know about Twitter, I've heard about the speculation of Twitter is coming up with a payment gateway, which is going to be global, and I expect it is going to have one of the amazing features. Which is something that maybe it might end up attracting Kenyans. Now we might ditch from M-Pesa to such kind of payment gateway, because if it is global, si hata mimi nataka kutuma pesa outside the country, I will be able to buy from other guys who are selling their products outside the country. So in that case that's another product which is coming on the way, and it might be having one of the best features. zinaweza pata Safaricom hands down, so they need to check on that. Apart from Twitter, he owns another company called Boring Company. That's a construction company. Last time I checked, it was dealing with the technology called hyperloops, which is used to decongest roads by building a tunnel to avoid mambo ya traffic and all that. Then apart from that Boring Company, we have got SpaceX. SpaceX is a company that deals with the rocket technology, and I remember I read some story back then venye alikuanga disappointed by Russia. Kuna time alikuwa ameenda kununua sijui rocket somewhere there. Even from the US, doing business, it was never that easy to grow from hizo vitu zote. Several rockets zenye amejaribu kulaunch, kuna zenye zimechomeka akijaribu every time, like I think 3. I think the 4th one is the one that succeeded. He succeeded, and now he has got the latest technology of records which can land on land, kama ndege tu venye ina land. Za kitambo zilikuwa zina land on sea. They were not reusable, but he has the ones that are reusable right now, so zinaweza tumika, zinaweza enda several times. And so in that case, obvious, hata kama unataka kuanza your own satellite company, then you will always need this person to launch your rockets, for you to launch your satellites. Like Kenya kuna yenye tulikuwa tuna launch, ilikuwa ya Taifa 1. Sijui sikumbuki hiyo yetu tulilaunchiwa na nini, sijui kama ni Middle East ama ni what, something like that. So definitely he has got the technology that you'll need even to work with the satellite technology. And also the International Space Station relies on him for the transportation of some goods and kind of maybe services that he might need, that might be needed by the astronauts in the International Space Station. Yeah, so it means lazima analipo pesa ya kutransport that kind of, the only company private company which can offer such kind of services. Now, apart from SpaceX, we have got another company called Tesla, which manufactures autonomous cars, self-driving cars. Gari zenye zinaweza jua mahali ziko, kama like geolocation, inaweza angalia ijue the markings on the road, when it's near, close to another vehicle to avoid accidents and so forth. So apart from that, now this is where the catch comes in. The Tesla phones. These are phones which will be using, already I think they are out there. I'm not sure. It's something that I read, and I think I saw it on the TikTok in some videos. The Tesla phone has the capability of communicating. You can call someone from any corner of the world. Right now, if you travel outside the country, then you need maybe a SIM card from those countries so that you can communicate with others. So huwezi tumia ile unatumianga huku Kenya. So for that matter, this phone will not need this kind of SIM card. Itawatoa kwa market. At the same time, the phone will be having access to the internet from any corner of the world, even remote areas, because itakuwa ina communicate direct to the satellite. So internet uko nayo 24/7. And the catchy part is that the young generations they are aware about cryptocurrency. So you can do mining of cryptocurrency, something like that. And these phones are capable of doing such kind of stuff. So if I check all those features, I find it is for them to attract more people from African continent and even across the world, and we might be lured to use the technology. So now the challenge comes in if we might have disagreement, or maybe the government might do something that maybe this guy, because you see mtu utaamka umchezee venye unataka. Then tuko pale venye unasikianga M-Pesa imepotea like few hours, tunalalamika sijui what. We need to be aware of all these things. That's why we need regulation. Because akiamua tu atuzimie, sisi ndio tutaumia. Mahali kuna fahari wawili wanaopigana, nyasi ndio wanga inaumia. So we need to check on this regulation. Is very, very important. Safaricom, you could have written letter also before, si saa hizi, because maybe nikiangalia mahali tunaelekea kutakuwa kubaya. But you had the opportunity to lay a good foundation for a level ground where you can compete with those other tech companies, but you never did that. You also had the opportunity to do some recommendation of putting some regulations, like for example venye Kenyans wanga wana speculate wakisema like during abduction and so forth, sijui you are sharing personal data to security agencies. Write a recommendation maybe of how the process can be done, the policies. We do all these kind of things using the due process, that is the kuna sheria inaweza to guide how you can be able to do such kind of stuff, and maybe also to distance yourself from these kind of claims, but you never do that. Also like even mambo ya simu huku zinapoteanga sana in Kenya, mtu anaibiwa, and you know a phone is very, very important to a Kenyan youth because it's like the only asset that we have. So ukiibiwa simu, like I lost personally like 2022 July, 2023 July, a span of 1 year, simu mbili, hiyo ni pesa tu inaenda wawa. And in that case, if we are you write to CCK or maybe to the parliament, and we regulate these phone manufacturing companies such that zile simu zinakuwa supplied in Kenya, they will have standard security features such that I can only authorize my phone to be used somewhere else. Sasa kama itaenda iflashiwe pale na itumike tu bado kwa network yenu, how we regulating the industry? So those are some of the things that I feel mulilala, but you have time. Still you can innovate, you can come up with your own satellite, there is no problem. So that is my take, those are my views, and yeah, usione you are leading today, tomorrow it might be your turn. So if you are in business, always make sure you are competing on a level ground. That will make you be on a safe side in one way or the other. And yeah, Kenya Power sijui, wacha nisiseme, but anyway, make sure you remember to follow, share, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tech videos like this one. Thank you.